Hey guys, this is Miss Hall. This week we are going to be talking about text features. So give me just a second and we will get started. All right, so we are going to be looking at text features and research. Thinking about it, why are text features important when looking at nonfiction expository text? Remember that expository text is a story or a book or even an article that is giving you information. So some of our most important, we're going to do a quick review of some of our most important text features. We have our headings. They're usually a word or short phrase that tells the topic or main idea of a section. Here, we also have subheadings. So think of your headings as a big category, and then you are going to get into a more specific category with your subheading. Over here on the side, we have an example of your heading being types of matter. And we know that there are 3 different types of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. So in the next subheading, we have solids, which is only going to tell us about solids. So our big category is types of matter, and we funnel down into something smaller like solids. We have other text features that help us find important information when looking at research. We have boldface type or your boldface print. Sometimes you can replace this word with print. It's words that are typed in a darker color and they show emphasis or show importance on certain words. As you can tell right here, this word fertile is darker than the other ones. It is showing the importance of what that's about. And another way that we can organize information or find information quickly is using a bulleted list or a bullet point list. It's a small dot that looks very similar to a period, and it's used to mark items in a list so that they are quick and easy to read. A lot of people will write their to-do list like this, or even if they're just trying to group things into small categories. Italics. This is another type of font that you can see that it is text that is slanted to make them important and stand out. You can see right here, we have an example that did you know that spiders are not insects? They are arachnids. They are making that word stand out so that you understand that that is a different word and that is a specific for that topic. In our text features, so we have headings, we have subheadings, bold. A lot of our headings are bolded or italicized, and we have illustrations or photos. They often help explain the text. They give readers a visual. They can be a drawing or a camera picture. Something that might look like this could be an illustration or a photo. And a lot of times in our expository text, we will see labels. And I know we've talked about labels before, but this is just a quick review that the labels help give diagrams details, and they can often zoom in on specific things like the leaves and the trunk of the tree. Now, you might have an actual photo that has these labels as well. Captions are words underneath or beside an illustration or a photo that explain or give more detail to what the picture is about. When you are doing your research, it is important to read the captions because sometimes they will say something that the text will not say, but it'll help you find out important information. A turtle hides inside its shell to protect itself from danger. Without that caption, we don't know what's going on with the turtle besides that it's in its shell. So this tells us why he goes into his shell. They give extra information about your subject. So sometimes You can find your fun facts or just little things that don't really fit inside the main text, so they put it under the caption. Diagrams are drawings or pictures that show parts of something or explains how it works. Over here we have a diagram, which this is also a picture, but as you can see in a diagram we usually have labels and it is showing us how the volcano is working. Gives us a visual of how that works. A sidebar is a box of text that is on the side of a page that gives you extra information about your topic. Very similar to a caption, but it usually looks something like this. It might have a different color box around it. It may just be a side information. Think about when we have a discussion in class and it leads to us having kind of like a little sideboard walk where we kind of go off topic a little bit, but it still kind of relates. Here we have an example of mammals in the sky. Bats are the only mammals that can truly fly. Their wings aren't like birds' wings. They are made of 2 layers of skin stretched over the bat's fingers and arms. Bats use their wings mostly at night, and they hunt for prey. Over here in our sidebar, we have, are vampires real? So that doesn't really relate to the bat, but somebody may think of vampires when we're thinking about bats. So they go on to tell you that there's actually a vampire bat. It drinks the blood of other animals, for food. But don't worry, vampire bats aren't interested in humans. So it's a side bit of information. I like to think of sidebars as that information that when you're reading something that you think to yourself, and the writers have already kind of helped you through that. A graph, y'all should know, and it should look very familiar from math, is a visual way to show and compare information. We have made graphs. We know that we can pull data off of them to help us understand something more. And of course, maps. A map is a drawing of a part of the Earth's surface that shows its features or where things are located. Here we have an example of this is where New York is located. All right, so you are going to go on a text feature hunt. You will find in the Google Drive where you found this video, underneath is the assignment for today. It is going to look like this. Don't forget to turn it in to your teacher. If you can't print it out, just do this on notebook paper, and be sure that when you do this and you turn it into your teacher, make sure you put your name, the title of your book, the author. You are going to check off which part of the text features that we've talked about that you have found, and then you're going to choose 3 text features in the book and explain how each of them help the reader, or you, understand the topic from the information inside the text. If you have any questions, ask your teachers. We are here to help you in any way that we can. And remember to always do your best. Bye, guys.